So a lot of people have been asking Doc, why the green screen? Why the backdrop? And quite honestly, it's because some videos, such as this one, are damn near impossible to film out in the public because, well, why, hello there, and welcome back to not only surviving but thriving, living in Thailand as an absolutely disgusting loser sexpat. Yes, folks, I'm finally going to open up about this, and I'm going to dispel this myth, this crazy myth that every single white Western man that comes to Thailand, either to live or just to visit, is a sexpat. You would not believe some of the crazy comments that I get. And not only that, I mean, I watch social media, I watch TikTok, and I see these idiots just going on about how, oh, Phuket is full of nothing but a bunch of fat old white men running around with kids. And I'm gonna tell you something, that's not even remotely close to the reality that's here. Yes, there are some guys that come to Thailand on fun-seeking missions, we're gonna call it. I don't know. Look, I meet all kinds of people. As you guys are well aware, I've interviewed hundreds and hundreds of men and local girls. I've met some of the most disgusting, despicable people that you can possibly imagine. But they're not the guys that are coming to live here. They're the guys that are coming here for 2-3 weeks at a time, and they're just going absolutely ape shit crazy. And yeah, they are positively disgusting, despicable. If it wasn't for the fact that I talk to them and get their stories for content, I would have absolutely nothing to do with these people. I'm going to tell you point blank, of the core group of people that I actually hang around with, that are my friends, that I go to their house, they come to I do not know a single sexpat that lives in Thailand, Phuket, okay? I'm sure that, you go to Pattaya, Bangkok, you're gonna find, look, straight up, Phuket is not Nana Plaza in Bangkok. If you've ever been to Bangkok and you've been to Nana Plaza, you know what I'm talking about. It is just wall-to-wall hookers, sex this, sex, every step you take, it's just in, that's not Phuket. That is, look, simply not true, okay? So these idiot TikTokers, these white Western women that are sitting there with their phones going on about how Phuket is just nothing but a bunch of fat, old, bald Western men with kids, that's not true, okay? It's simply not. If you want to know the truth, white Western men are the minority here, okay? And yes, you're going to find some. You're going to find them anywhere in Thailand, but Phuket is not overrun with it. Certain areas of Bangla Road, yeah, you're going to find a lot of older Western guys sitting there with girls, but again, they are the minority. I'm going to flat out tell you, you have tons of Arabs, tons of Indians, tons of Chinese, tons of, French, Africans. There are very, very few actual white Western men here because it's so far to come. And most of them that are coming, the crazy sexpats, and I hate that term because expat to me means someone that lives here. The crazy sex tourists, a lot of them are going up to Bangkok, to Nana, Pattaya, and places like that. They're not coming down to paradise. They're really not. Yes, there are guys that are here taking advantage of the services offered by some of the local ladies. Also, some of the foreigners here are freelancers, whatever you want to call them. They're industry workers, so on and so forth. Phuket is not overrun with a bunch of horny, sex-crazed Western white men running around with kids. It's simply not the case. I mean, I know of one piece of asshole that was here and got into a really bad situation. Sadly enough, the bag of was able to get out of it because he, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, for the most part, it's not full of a bunch of crazy white Western sentiment. That's just simply not the case. And the worst part is, a lot of comments from guys are, you know, they're going on and on and on about how Phuket this, Phuket that. The reason why they're talking about Phuket being so terrible is because they're the guys that came here and did nothing but go to Bangalore. They're the guys that came here and did absolutely nothing but sit there with the bar girls, and they got shafted, they lost a lot of money. Maybe they took something home that they didn't want to take home, if you know what I'm talking about, and hopefully penicillin will clear that up for them. I don't know. These are the guys that shit all over Phuket. These girls that come and do these TikTok videos, and I promise you guys, I am going to be making that video, what the is wrong with Western women in Thailand. It's a hard video to make. But these girls that go on and on and on about it, I'm gonna flat out tell you, they're just jealous that they're getting no attention from the good-looking Western white guys that are here. And I promise you this much, there are tons of really good-looking young guys here. But flat out honest, there are more good-looking young Western guys than there are disgusting old loser sexpats here. That's. I mean, I'm not bad, guys. I mean, I've never had a problem meeting girls anywhere in the world. I don't think I'm disgusting. Yes, I'm bald, but nothing I can do about that. The hat looks pretty good. I feel horrifically inferior when I go out because I see all kinds of like really good looking guys, young, fit. They're not a bunch of sexpats. They're really not. Again, of the whole group of guys that I know, and I know people that have been here for longer than me, 5, 10, 15, 20, I know guys that have been here for 30 plus years, and not a single one of them could you possibly ever associate with being a sexpat. Not here on Phuket anyways. Again, I know it's different up in Pattaya. I know it's different if you're going to Nana Plaza, but there's nobody that lives in Nana Plaza with the exception of the hookers and the freelancers and, you know, some of the drug addicts and stuff. I find it really, really frustrating because Phuket gets such a horrible reputation. And I'll admit, I haven't done my part changing that, simply because, I'll be honest with you, when I make a video about anything that I really love about Phuket, nobody watches it. Nobody watches the videos that I make that I think are really, really fun. I might get 2,000, 3,000 views on them. If I do a video about bar girls this, bar girls that, 50, 60, 70, 100,000 views. I mean, some of them are up to close to 1 million views. But if I do a video that's positive, that, you know, shows the beauty of Phuket, nobody gives a shit about it. Because everybody wants to think that it's a cesspool. Well, it's not. There are certain pockets. Bangalore Road, Soy Sea Dragon is an absolute shithole. I'm just going to tell you that flat out. It's a shithole. And that's where you're going to find losers like the guy that came here and got off on... So, sir, this is my ice cream, so you will need to give me money to record my ice cream. Anyways, yeah, it's guys like him that give us a bad name. It's also guys like I'm saying in the comment section that are going on and on and on about, oh, Phuket this, Phuket that. It's because you've never gone anywhere besides Bangalore Road. Last month I met this Australian guy, and you know, he's like, oh Doc, you know, I watch your videos all the time, blah 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 blah. And he starts going on about, oh, I'll never be back to Phuket, you know, Phuket this, Phuket that. And I'm like, well, where did you go? And he starts to tell me, you know, the Bangla this, Bangla that, Soy Sea Dragon. And I'm like, so what did you think of this temple? Well, I never went there. Well, what did you think of it? I never went there. Never left Bangalore Road, and he's going to shit all over Phuket? Mate, no. Here's what you're going to do. Tomorrow, I'm forcing you to rent a bike and come with me. So, went to his place, picked him up in the morning, took him down to the bike shop. We got him a bike, and we blasted all around the island, and he had the time of his life here. Wayne, you know yourself, you had a great time and you're coming back. Brother, you're coming back. I know you're coming back. You've even told me you're coming back. Guys, I'm gonna tell you something. Phuket is not full of sexpats. I know that you're gonna see lots of garbage on TikTok, Instagram, and all that. Even here on my channel, I'm guilty of it just like everybody else. But I'm telling you right now, reality versus perception is completely, totally different, okay? You go down Bangla Road at night, and I'm gonna tell you something. You're gonna see such a crazy mixture of different races, nationalities, families walking up and down Bangla Road with their kids having good times, watching the buskers, watching the people, you know, sing and dance on the street and just having a great time. Yes, there are guys sitting in the bars with girls, and you know what? It's a mixture of guys from every country, every race, every color, every age group, you name it. Not every single Western white man that comes to Thailand is a loser sexpat. And I'm getting kind of tired of the comments from a lot of the same guys that are going on about, you know, this exact thing. I'm freaking tired of it. I did that video about the top 5 places to meet girls, and you know, people are going on about how, oh, sexpat's this, sexpat's that, and it's like, just because a guy comes to Thailand and wants to meet a girl does not make him a sexpat. Yes, if he goes down and he picks, you know, a freelancer up off of the street every single night, you know what? Yeah, I would go with you and say that, yeah, he's either a sexpat or a sex tourist, one of the two. But if a guy comes and he's, you know, trying to talk to a girl at a hotel, and you know, every single day he goes down, he's friendly with her, he flirts with her, you know, and he asks her out a couple of times, this does not make him a sexpat or a sex tourist, okay? Makes him a guy that's interested in a girl. But again, if you watch my videos and I talk about, you know, your successful chances of meeting a real fine one in your age group, I'm not talking about the guy that goes down and finds some 20-year-old hottie working at a hotel, which, to be honest with you guys, there are no 20-year-old hotties working in hotels here, okay? It's typically older girls. Anyways, I just rambled on for over 12 minutes about this. I don't know if anyone's gonna watch this one or not. I'm just frustrated, I really am, because I try to look at my comments every single day and I try my best to reply to them, not be combative, but I've noticed in the last little bit, because of these idiots that they just want to do nothing but run Phuket down all the time, run Thailand down, and you got brother on brother crime. Like, guys, you know, not every guy that comes here is a sex tourist or a pedophile, or, you know, they're just not. I've met one absolute bag of in 3+ years. One. I've met some guys, again, that I think are, you know, not my type of guy, but I've only met one absolute bag of one in 3.5 years. And I have interviewed and talked to, I would say, probably 700 plus guys, okay? I have talked to an unbelievable amount of people, and yeah, one, just one. And he's a bag of, no matter what country he's in. Back in his home country, he's a complete bag of, no question at all, okay? So, I know I came off incredibly hostile in this video, but honestly, I'm getting really, really tired of it. Not every single person that comes here is a sexpat. Not everybody that comes here is a sex tourist. Till next time, guys, live your best life. And if living your best life is coming to Thailand and living like I do, come on over. I'll buy you a beer. If you want to come as a sex tourist, not a problem. Come and enjoy yourself. Really, it's, so long as you're not hurting anybody, I don't care what you do. But I don't know. Anyways, guys, till next time, cheers.